Hey guys, it's Randall here, back with you to do a little bit of positive EV betting. As you can see, I'm sitting in my car, but stumbled across some positive expected value bets in college football that I like. I'm not going to bet a ton on these games simply because, I mean, I enjoy college football, but there's just a lot of crazy things that happen. And, quite frankly, it just irritates me to watch, most Saturdays whenever I'm doing that. So, the first game that I'm going to look at here is Florida International and Charlotte. So you can see that, Pinnacle has this line minus 164. Um, the DraftKings line is, plus 120 to the Florida International plus two side. On the Pinnacle side, though, Charlotte minus two is minus 164. Um, on Barstool, it's minus 137. So, in order to use the calculator, the no vig calculator, you take this Pinnacle number minus 164, you'll input it, and then you'll input this plus 132 to find the fair odds for this particular bet. So, when I do that, it gives me the no vig odds of minus 144. So essentially anything under minus 144 is considered to be a positive EV bet in this instance. So as you can see, Charlotte minus two, minus 137 on Barstool. So I'm going to hop over here. I'm going to go ahead and bet this game. Um, I'm working here with my hotspot, so we might be a little delayed getting this line to pull up. I'm not a big fan of Barstool's interface either. So Charlotte minus two, minus 137. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna throw 25 on that, lock that in, give me a little bit of a wager here on this Friday that has some positive EV to it. So lock that in. Charlotte game. My analysis on this game. Charlotte started off the season. They beat Duke. It was their first win in program history, and they've struggled a little bit since. And this Florida International team is just absolutely horrendous. So I like Charlotte in this spot. They're laying two on the road in this instance for us. But I think there's a lot of value to this team. I see Charlotte, kind of bouncing back, after they've struggled and getting back to their winning ways, which has eluded them for several years since coming into um, Division One. The next game, Missouri and North Texas. Um, this particular game here, let's just be honest, Missouri doesn't play any defense. They gave up 42 points, I think it was, to Tennessee on Saturday. The over 70, in this spot at Pinnacle is plus 110, plus 125 on Barstool. So again, I'm going to plug this plus 110 in and this minus 134 in the no vig calculator. So plus 110, minus 134. And, basically anything plus 120 and above is going to be considered, a solid positive EV bet. So, Missouri's defense is horrible. North Texas historically has played pretty fast. They may have some turnovers, which could lead to some easy scores. So I'm going to take the over 70 here in this Missouri game with North Texas. So go ahead and get this loaded, and we'll bet this Missouri game here in just a second. Let's see when that is. So it looks like it's on Saturday at 3 p.m. This might take a little bit of time to get to, if you can just bear with me. There we are. North Texas, Missouri. So pull this game up. And like I said, I'm not putting a ton down on this. I love college football, but man, it really irritates me, like I said, to no end. So over 70 plus 125. Again, I'm going to throw down 25 on this one, and we'll place this bet here. All right, so we've got that locked in. Moving back over here, just as we kind of scroll through, um, as far as where we're at here, USC, Utah. This is another game that I liked. Just at a glance, when I was looking at these games, USC has been um, rolling pretty well since they fired their head coach. Utah's kind of been up and down. Um, but I'm still not really sold on this USC team, and I really think that this Utah team is better than they have performed in the last few weeks. So here, Pinnacle is showing money line on Utah to be plus 134. DraftKings is offering us plus 150. So if we plug that in, minus 161 and plus 134, you will see that anything plus 144 and better is going to be a solid bet. Utah's plus 150. So I'm going to go ahead and bet this game as well. I'm going to take Utah on the money line. So we will find this game here and make a bet on Utah in this one. 2 p.m. I think I passed it. Yeah, let's see. I'm not getting this USC game to pop up. I wonder what's going on here. Here we are, 7 p.m. Looks like the time's wrong on that one. So Utah plus 150. Again, not going crazy. $25 bet, Utah money line. It's got some solid value from a handicapping perspective. USC is kind of in the ultimate, sell high spot, if you will. And just looking at this line, I mean, USC -3. I think that they're begging you to take USC in this spot. They have not looked Utah, that is, has not looked great down the stretch. And then the last game, this may be somewhat of a silly bet, but it's the Iowa Penn State game. This traditionally Big Ten games usually go under the total. It's a grinded out style of football. And, Iowa is really great on defense. They forced a lot of turnovers against Maryland on Friday night, and that total actually sailed over. So, I think that there is a lot of value here in this under. I think that a lot of people are going to be on the over. But let's not forget, Penn State played Wisconsin. They did not score a lot of points in that first game. And, they struggled offensively. And, I just don't think that Penn State has the firepower to, put up 20 plus against Iowa in this spot. I think Iowa has a chance to, score 20 to 30 points. But I think this will be a low scoring game, somewhere in the range of, 23 to 14. So again, Pinnacle under 42.5 is minus 141. We can get minus 120 on Barstool. So we'll hop over there and we'll bet that game if I can get this to go here. So that game is 7 o'clock on Saturday, it looks like. So and Barstool really needs to fix their interface. It's terrible on the computer. Well, let's see here. I'm having trouble here. Sorry about this, guys. Iowa Penn State. Let's see. Yeah, passed it. Iowa 3 o'clock. There we are, right on top. Sorry about that, guys. So Iowa Penn State. Again, we're looking at the under 42.5, minus 120 on Barstool. So we will go ahead and get the alternate points here, and we will take the under 42.5 minus 120, and we will bet that for 25. So again, guys, it's a pretty slow time for arbitrage betting right now. Baseball regular season's over. There's not a lot going on throughout the week with football. Football's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if you're looking to make money, and have positive expected value and have bets that mathematically win, this page is great. It's a great tool. Now I understand that a lot of these wagers that we made are a little far out in advance, but we're going to have positive expected value on every single one of these games, once they kick off, and that's what we want. So, um, you know, check this page out if you've got some downtime. Like I said, there haven't been a lot of ARB opportunities. I think I hit 2 tennis money lines today. Made a little over $40. So check it out and give it a shot. Thanks, guys.